Hello, welcome back. My name is Julian and I build stuff. Today I want to show you some little tips and tricks how you can turn your beginner level miniature into a kind of more professional, more kind of stop motion set like miniature with some really simple ideas. And we're gonna do this with an old miniature of a house that I still have, which is kind of the bare bone hot glue and cardboard box combination. And we're gonna see how we can give it some plastic surgery and turn it into something a little more beautiful, a little more kind of a showpiece that you want to have around in your home as a decoration or as a really beautiful just piece to look at or to use in your movie. This is the old thing. Let's jump right in and let's see how we can improve this. The first thing I want to do actually is to put it on a kind of base plate. So I cut this board, this wooden board. It's square, 34 by 34 centimeters, and I'm gonna glue this house in the middle so that I have a nice little stage and setting where the house is located, and on which I also can put some surrounding groundwork and material. To turn my cardboard roof into a more realistic roof, I'm gonna cover it with these wooden sticks, these popsicle or ice cream sticks, I don't know. I found them for really cheap in a hobby shop, and I decided that 1/3 of the length is the perfect length. So I cut them all into 3 equally long pieces. And with a little overlap, I glue them on all of my roof areas, which are currently painted dark brown. Though I want more detail with this transformation, I decided to not put them all into this perfect rows where they all form this completely even line, so they still are a bit wonky, this line, because I'm going for a bit of a crooked shack in the woods style of a house, so I really like that look, and I make it a bit uneven, all of these roof tiles, on purpose.
You don't have to build an army. You have spent your last time. You think it's you against the world alone, but I've been here for all this time. I will tell it like it is. You
my base color, my primary color for the roof is gray, but I'm gonna add more different tones to it later.
Break it all the time. Break it all the time. Break it all the time.
For everything brick related, I think styrofoam is great because you can just kind of push these lines into the sides, and with the right colors and a bit of aging, they look brick-like very, very easily, and you don't go through the trouble of having to put actual kind of miniature stones on top of each other, which of course would be a total pain in the ass. For the ground, for the soily ground material of my base plate, I thought I'm gonna use this weird papery crafty material that I got in a craft and hobby shop. On the one side it's kind of paper, and on the top it's this weird fabricy, mossy material that, when painted right in this scale, looks very much like a lawn, kind of a dirt ground. I give it a bit kind of shading and weathering in different browns and greens, make it look like there's moss and tiny little plants growing everywhere. Then I think, to increase the production quality, so to speak, very easily and very cheaply, I found this green, grassy decoration material. It's very cheap and it looks like miniature grass that you could apply with these electric static grass applier tools. People in train miniature making, for example, use, which is kind of complicated and takes some time. So this was a lot easier and a lot cheaper, so I just cut out patches of this grass material, this grassy carpet, and put them just here and there into the ground. It looks very realistic. It's not just one kind of green, it's different kinds of green, this grass, so it looks very much like you really applied these single grass fibers with a static grass applier without actually having to do that. There is this chromy metal-ish looking cardboard, also again very cheap and in very few steps, and with a bit of glue you can turn it into this traditional US mailbox. This stuff, which I'm not sure if it is if it's an actual natural material, it kind of felt like it. This moss I found in the gardening and floristic decoration aisle of a craft shop. Again, super cheap, and it was available in 2 or even 3 different colors. So I picked the darker one and the mid-tone green one, and I think in combination these 2 greens look very realistic, like bushes, and I placed them everywhere around the house to make it look like a real garden and a real place, and like this old house that is getting a bit taken back by nature because it has been abandoned or something. So back to the roof. As I said, there's gonna be more colors. Let's do some weathering on the roof, and everywhere I just mixed brown and black acrylic paint with water, and I brushed it everywhere and brushed with more water over it to make it kind of appear like this dirt and grime that's been collecting on the roof and everywhere in the cracks from decades and decades of rain and weather. Finally, I'm gonna make some tiny letters, just some folded paper glued together, a bit of decoration, tiny stamps and tiny blue and red stripes in the traditional airmail design. And I'm gonna put these in my little mailbox, and that is it for today. This is how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build, and I hope you learned something about miniatures. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. And yeah, I see you next week, and use your hands to make stuff.